Oh, dear fucking God. What happened to the sound? Oh, no. Hold on. Please, no. Please, no. Okay. Whew. I was like, oh no, the sound has been destroyed completely. But I did a bunch of grinding off stream. Well, not too much, honestly. Everyone's like level 40 or 39 or higher. So that's good enough for me right now. However, I have so many supports to go through now. So we're gonna do that now. Just gonna be a lot of supports. A lot of supports.
Oh, hey there. What are you doing up at this hour?
I could ask you the same question. The same could be said of all
My brain's just
questions.
thoughts keep going around and around in there, and meanwhile my eyes are wide open. At times like this, I like to gaze up at the stars to clear my head. I've been that way since I was a kid. Looking up at the big starry sky makes my dreams feel small, which makes it feel like I can actually make them come true. I didn't believe in gods when I was a kid. Maybe that's because the night sky took their place for me. Hey, Teach. Will you talk with me a while?
No. Okay, yeah, sure.
I bet you figured this out, but I wasn't born in Fodlan. Where I come from, the people of Fodlan are looked down on as cowards. Technically, that cowardice runs in my veins. On my mother's side, anyway. That's why the people who were around me when I was growing up thought of me as an outsider. But I don't believe the people of Fodlan are cowards. That kind of perspective is just based on ignorance. The person from Fodlan who I know best is my mother. She fell in love with a man from the wrong side of the border and had the guts to leave home to pursue that love. I always threw that in the faces of anyone who tried to make a fool of me. My mother is proof the people of Fodlan aren't all cowards. Just saying that doesn't achieve anything, though. I need to destroy the prejudices that have taken root in my homeland. That's why I came here, to see Fodlan with my own eyes. I thought I might be able to find a new perspective that could help me change things.
I mean, well, your perspective as a butler right now is an interesting one. I don't know if that's helping or not, to be honest, but sure. Yeah.
And what did I find? That the people here view anyone who's an outsider as a beast of sorts. I was shocked. Even though our cultures and beliefs are completely different, our two lands have that much in common. That's when I realized the only way to change things is to bring the whole world together and start anew. That's the dream I've been working
Start
towards
anew
since
what?
I first entered the Officers Academy 5 years ago.
It's a bad
To
joke,
unify
sorry.
the Alliance, and then all of Fodlan, and to bring a new set of values to this new land of mine. After that, I'd expand that vision to the rest of the world, break down the walls, and let a new perspective come rushing in. Start all over. Do you think that's just a crazy pipe dream, or a brilliant ambition?
Can you rise to the challenge of that ambition?
Not too long ago, I would have said it was too much for me to accomplish on my own. But that's not how I feel anymore. And that's because I have you on my side now.
So what you're saying is it's still too much for you to accomplish on your own, and you need me to help you with it. That's what you're trying to say, Claude. That's what you really mean to say here. Okay, gotcha.
Lately, I've spent a lot of time thinking about how I wouldn't have made it this far without you. You and me, Teach. We can go anywhere. Do anything. I hope that you always walk in step with me.
I'm not sure about that one.
At least, until the day comes when we can look out at the peaceful world we've built. Together.
Yeah, sure. Okay. It's fine. And now... Ingrid.
Apologies for bothering you so late. I just really wanted to speak with you.
If you must. I'm happy to listen.
Thank you. You see, I've been feeling conflicted about my future. It may seem petty to worry about such things in the middle of a war like this.
Let's hear it anyway.
This isn't something I open up about with many people. Feeling such a sense of inner turmoil while a war rages on, and others are fighting with all they have, well, it feels a little selfish. The truth is, I've wanted to be a knight ever since I was a small child. Not just any knight, like one you might find serving within the castle guard, but a true knight, one serving a master. However, my father has always had different plans for me. He wants me to marry, for the benefit of the Galatea family.
You don't have to know what... sorry, what? You don't have to do what you don't want to do. Okay, alright.
Defying
No.
my father feels wrong. I've seen how he's struggled over the years. His burden has always been far greater than any I've had to bear myself. While he fed me extravagant meals, he subsisted on meager portions and watered-down soups. He never once complained, even though he must have been starving. Knowing his sacrifices, I've never been able to tell him of my dream of becoming a knight. Although ultimately, I find myself betraying his wishes. Now that I've parted ways with my father, there is nothing to stop me from pursuing my dream. But even if I do become a knight, I feel an unease deep within me. I fear I will never escape this guilt I carry, that I have shunned my duty as a noble.
Could you not find a way to do both?
To follow both my dream and my duty? I had never considered that as an option. Perhaps there is a way. Even with the academy days long behind us, you're still a professor through and through. Always listening to others' troubles and offering up your wisdom. I really am grateful for all that you do for us, Professor. I hope you'll always be here as a guide to everyone. I know I myself would appreciate that deeply.
Yeah, sure. Alright, now Claude and Lysithea, and that's it. Okay, cool.
Strategically speaking, if I poised an archer to lie in wait here, and then lured the enemy in over here...
Lysithea, are you up late studying again?
I am, but I don't see how it's any of your business.
Look, you don't need to work yourself so hard. You're already as skilled as they come. There aren't many people out there who can match you. Everyone knows that.
I apologize for my sharpness. I just feel pressured.
Why would you, of all people, feel pressured?
I place a lot of personal pressure on myself. I need to become as strong as possible to put my parents at ease.
When I met with Count Ordelia before, he said you were his pride and joy. But he also said his only concern was that you might be pushing yourself too hard. If you really want to make your parents happy, surely you should start by taking care of yourself.
That's true.
Then it's settled. Get some rest. Save your energy for tomorrow's battle.
You really are very mature, Claude, despite the impression you give off. And I clearly have plenty of growing to do. I probably don't have much room to come down on you for harping on me.
Oh, really? Does that mean you won't get mad if I treat you like a child from now on?
That is absolutely not what I said. Just after you finally earned a small degree of respect from me, too.
Hey, just think about it for a second. You're the only one in the world I treat like this. That means you're a pretty special person to me.
You think I'm special?
Take it however you like. Or maybe the thought is too much for a kiddo like you.
How dare you!
Yeah, don't do anything you might regret. I don't want to be turned to dust.
I'm feeling generous, so I'll let you off easy this one time.
Well, that's good of you. All joking aside, go get yourself some shut-eye, okay?
You better be careful, Claude. She can do it. She can fucking do it, trust me.
After all, if you don't hurry up, the boogeyman might come out and eat you.
All right, buddy, you asked for it.
Oh, rip Claude, he's actually dead. Well, game over. Alright, Lorenz and Marianne, I guess.
Ah, Marianne, I've been meaning to thank you. The books that you lent me have proved most fascinating. Would you permit me to offer you tea as a token of my gratitude?
I'm a little busy right now. Maybe later tonight?
Of course. I will look forward to it.
Thank you for inviting me over.
Certainly. Thank you for coming. Oh, and please, relax. This is no formal occasion.
Oh, this tea tastes so good.
Doesn't it just? This is my absolute favorite. I'm pleased you like it. This pastry may suit your palate also. It is commonly paired with this tea in my homeland.
Ah, it's sweet. It complements the astringency of the tea.
You have exquisite taste, and there is plenty more where that came from. We simply must do this again.
You want to spend more time with me?
Naturally.
Well, that's... Actually, there's something I need to say.
Yes? What is it?
I've been keeping this from you for a while. It's about my crest. It's just terrible.
Please, that's quite enough.
Oh.
You're trembling. If uttering this secret hurts you, then I have no desire to hear it.
It's just...
Your smile is a greater gift to me than any truth. Whatever you have hitherto concealed, I am certain it is essential to you, and I do wish to know it.
Lorenz is, this is like the nicest Lorenz has ever been in any of his fucking supports.
Not
The
until
fuck?
the day arrives when you can tell me with a smile on your face. I am not the sort of man to prize my own knowledge over others' happiness, you know. Besides, the mystery is part of your charm.
You're funny, Lawrence.
There, that's what I mean. Your beauty is always captivated, but that smile truly warms my heart.
This is the first time I've smiled in so long, and I have your kindness to thank for that.
As I've said, you are perfect just as you are. But I suppose I can take a little credit. Yes, your radiant smile shall illuminate all the world. With me by your side, you will not be able to help it.
I'm looking forward to that.
I don't know, that's a good ship. I don't know, I like that one. That's pretty nice. Here we go, Lorenz and
Hello,
Leone.
Leone. Busy as usual, I see.
Yep, lots to do. Not like you fancy nobles. Hey, can't you see all this stuff I'm carrying? Come
Crust.
on, move over already.
Alas, I cannot comply with your request.
Can't even ask a noble to take a step to the side, huh? That's a joke, right? You're kidding.
You've injured your foot. I could tell immediately by the way you are favoring it.
What?
Heavy lifting will only worsen the injury. Please, permit me to examine it.
Hey, cut that out! Isn't that improper or something, bowing to a commoner?
I am not bowing to you. I am tending your wound.
That's not what it'll look like. Hey, it's fine. Leave it.
Easing the burdens of the common folk is a natural obligation of the nobility. Now hold still and keep quiet for a moment, if you would be so kind.
That's a real pretty way to talk about sitting around in castles doing nothing. Let me tell you, everyone in my village is so grateful to be taxed up to the eyeballs for the privilege of... Ow!
Oh, it's quite swollen. And you're feverish. Fortunately, I do have an ointment here that should be of use.
What? You just carry that stuff around with you?
Certainly. It won't do to be unprepared if I happen across someone in need.
I don't get you, Lawrence.
It seems I've neglected to pack bandages. I'm afraid this handkerchief will have to suffice.
What, that fancy thing? Bit of a waste, isn't it? Hey, no thanks. I don't need some noble's pity.
What about the help of a friend? I am as much that as I am a noble, if you recall.
More of your weird logic.
There, that should ease the pain. And since you are recovering, allow me to carry this burden for you as well. There we are. Now, farewell.
I really don't understand that guy. Oh no, I completely forgot to thank him.
And Lorenz and Dorothea, okay.
Looking as lovely as ever today, Dorothea.
Oh, save it for your noble girls, Lawrence. I'm not in the mood.
I was only being polite.
And it really was quite wonderful to be so near your elegance. Now, if you'll please excuse me.
Now hold just a moment. I have tolerated quite enough of this impertinence.
Lorenz constantly gets roasted for just being nice, dude. Poor Lorenz, dude.
Not a word has escaped my lips to imply that you are anything less than a highly attractive woman. But I am the heir to a noble house. I have a duty. Thus, I am unable to engage in courtship with you. What is it about my circumstances that you seem to find so very amusing?
All of it? You're no different from the men who flirted with me when I was in the opera. As long as you're getting what you're after, you don't much care what a woman wants, needs, or feels.
That is truly what you think of me?
I mean, he's not Sylvain.
I am afraid you have completely misunderstood.
Oh, have I? Do explain.
If noble status were my only priority, then I could be married 100 times over by now. But birthright is not sufficient for me. I am not looking merely for an accessory. Marriage is a relationship of mutual respect, support, and trust. If my wife and I are of the same mind and of the same worth, then together we can achieve anything. That is why I make overtures to so many ladies. I am in search of an ideal.
You're searching for someone who matches your vision of a perfect spouse? How odd. So am I. And everyone else.
My standards are somewhat more exacting, but yes, I suppose on that point we are similar. Please understand that I'm acting with the best of intentions in search of a partner.
You're more serious than I thought. And so earnest, it's almost adorable. If you met a peasant girl and fell madly in love, would you be able to give her up? Break her heart?
Would you be able to give her up? Would you be able to let her down? Would you be able to run her up? No.
I would have no choice. The worlds of the nobility and the common folk are simply too far apart. I cannot choose to abandon my duty merely for the sake of a fleeting emotion.
Lawrence, you're dangerously close to dedicating your life to the lie that nobility is something special. I hope you realize that before it's too late.
Raphael and Leonie.
Oh, it's Raphael. What's he doing at that desk?
Trying to pass his test.
Hey, are you studying? I thought you'd given up on it. Nice to see her.
Rip, dude.
What the?
Oh, Leonie!
What's wrong? Why are you crying?
I just got a thank you letter from my little sister.
Okay, maybe start from the beginning.
My little sister lives with my grandpa now. She's had to deal with so much since I decided not to take over the family business.
You might have to back up a bit more before this starts to make sense to me.
Our parents were merchants, but they died in an accident. We had some money saved at first, but Grandpa isn't healthy enough to work, and I'm not smart enough to work a job that requires much thinking.
That's really tough. Hard to make a fortune with just your strength, I'm sure.
I had to sell all our valuables just to pay my way here so I could become a knight.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure.
My sister wants the best for me, but she's the smart one in the family. She's the one that should be here. When I ask if she needs anything, She always says she's fine. She doesn't want to ask me for anything, because she knows I'm having such a hard time here.
She sounds like a great kid. So, what did the letter say?
It says she's happy and thankful for all the study materials I sent her.
That's good, right? Wait, where did you find extras?
Wait a second.
I couldn't find any, so I just sent her mine. It's like you said, right? It's better to give them
gonna
to
have the
someone
capture
who
card.
will use them instead of letting them go to waste.
Whatever.
Don't take this
gonna
the
be
wrong
like this
way,
for today.
but don't you think you've still got things to learn? Well, I guess if it makes her happy, it's worth it. Maybe I can scrounge something up for her too.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, the top of the window is, like, totally... Bruh, what? What do you even call that? Like, garbage. What? Hold on, hold on. Why is this, like... Ugh. Hold on. Something is totally fucky here. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure what this is set up for. If it's like, if I screw with this, is it gonna mess up something else or not? I'm not sure. I can't. Okay, well, let me try this and see if I can fix this. 'Cause it's already. It looks kind of fucked up to me. So. Oh God! Stop. There we go. Okay. Still, no, it's still messy. Hold on. Is that good? Close. For some reason, the since I switched over to OBS Studio, the capture card is like very unhappy with how the Switch captures things. I don't know why. Doesn't like it. Alright, Bernie time. Bernie time!
Hi, Raphael.
Crust!
Lovely weather today, isn't it?
Hold on, I mean, now that completely fucked up the recording. Let me see if I can fix that. God. Alright, cool. Don't crust that on me again, game. This fucking capture card, dude.
Sure is. Staring up at the sky on a clear day always reminds me of my hometown.
What was it like there?
Let's see. Well, it's a real calm and peaceful place. Big, clear skies, too. Just like this. It's full of friendly people and delicious food. Talking about it makes me want to go back.
Yeah, it's a shame we're stuck fighting in this war.
I'm hearing the crust still, dude. Let me try restarting it again. It's like crusting out every once in a while. It was not doing that earlier, so it was actually working for some reason.
Right? I wonder what my little sis is up to. She's probably grown so much by now.
Ugh.
I haven't seen her since I came back to Garrick Mach. She probably wouldn't even recognize me anymore.
I'll bet she would. How could she possibly forget such a such a terrific big brother? There's no way.
You really think so? That's a relief. All this relief's making me hungry. Want to head to the dining hall?
All this relief is making me hungry.
Oh, actually, we can eat here. I cooked something up for us today.
Oh yeah? I won't say no to that.
I heard you really like meat, so, here you go. It's my first time cooking something like this. I can at least guarantee it isn't poisoned.
Meat? That's my favorite! I'd probably eat it even if it was poison.
Okay, Luffy.
Is it, good?
That was amazing!
Really? You like it?
So tender, so juicy, so full of flavor. It was practically falling off the bone. The flavor was so rich and sweet. Wait, how can meat be sweet?
Is sweet bad? I thought it was pretty tasty myself.
No. It was delicious. I couldn't believe it. I'd eat more fruits and vegetables if they were this good. If all food tasted like this, I just don't know what I'd do with myself.
Well, if you like it, I wouldn't mind, making more. Whenever you want, really.
Really? That would be great. We gotta get this war over with so you can have more time to cook.
You know, I'd actually like that.
Neat. Very wholesome. Alright, Ignatz and Lysithea, go.
Hey.
Oh, Lysithea. Something I can do for you?
Can you help me out with my shopping?
Yes, of course. You need me to carry stuff?
Actually, can you pick up some tea for me? I'd do it, but I'm drowning in work.
You're so busy you can't go shopping. Okay. Do you have a favorite kind of tea?
I'm not too picky. I just like having it around, really. Whatever's cheapest works for me. Here's some money.
One question. Why me? You don't really need my help for this.
I just thought I could lean on you a bit. You know, rather than trying to do everything on my own.
Right, I see. Well, good. I'm glad you decided to approach me.
Oh, you're approaching me?
But for this particular task, you might be better off doing it yourself.
Oh?
Surprised Lysithea.
There are so many different kinds of tea, and I'm not very discerning. Well, what if I get you one you don't like? When I do my own shopping, I pick a tea at random. Otherwise, I'd be paralyzed by all the choices. It's the same with food. Sometimes I stare and stare at the options and never decide.
You look like you were doing just fine when you went to get groceries the other day.
I really had to push myself to do that alone. I don't think I can do that again. Sorry.
Uh-huh. So, you've stopped trying to do things on your own, then?
Yeah. Still, though. For today, how about you have some of my tea? If that'll do.
Sounds nice, sure. Do you mind brewing mine while you're at it?
Okay. Though I can't do it as skillfully as Lawrence, I'm afraid. I'll get it ready right away. Feel free to start focusing on your work. What?
I mean, you seem plenty reliable to me.
I do. Really? How so?
You're fun, you're easy to be around, and you rarely complain when you help others.
Well, I'm just pouring you some tea. I'm not sure that qualifies as help.
It's not easy for me to rely on people, but with you, it's different.
Well, there aren't many things I can do, frankly. What I can do, I will do. So if you need anything, ask me, and I'll try to help.
You really are unreliable, as it turns out. Guess I'll just have to take your word for it.
Ignatz and Leone. Ignatz has a lot of B supports right now.
Ah, Leone. Off to train?
Already done. What about you? Off to draw?
No, I'm on my way back. I was thinking of adding a little color to my latest piece, so...
Come to think of it, I've still never seen your work. Here, let me take a peek.
It doesn't work like that. You have to let me know in advance. I need time to prepare.
Lighten up. Wow, look at all that paper. Are these all drawings? What should I look at first?
Wherever we travel, I try to capture the feeling and character of the landscape. I guess they've all kind of piled up. Each place is unique. Not just the geography, but also the clothing and architecture and so on. Everywhere has its own design sensibilities.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be only one way to do stuff like engraving, but it actually varies a lot.
Just within the Alliance, the styles are quite different between the North and South, and the Empire is even more diverse.
Oh, here's a landscape. What a bright blue sky. You really make it seem alive.
The blue of the sky changes with the season too. In the summer it's darker, and yet in the winter, it's almost luminous. And, of course, the landscape below affects the sky's appearance by virtue of contrast. It's hard to get the color just right, so I spend a lot of time experimenting with pigments and... Oh no, I'm so sorry, I've been talking your ear off.
Listen, Ignatz, you need to become a painter.
Huh?
Don't say it's not useful. Your talent moves people. Someday, I'm sure your art will save someone's life.
Oh no, I wouldn't go nearly that far.
Remember that girl you told me about? You made her so happy, and you were only just starting out. Think about what you could do now that you've had so much practice. This is your calling.
You think so?
Yeah, it's something you can do that no one else can. I envy you. I wish I had a gift like that. So stop apologizing for your talent and just do it.
Thank you, Leonie. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to think about.
Scythia and Catherine. That's an interesting one.
Lysithia, do you have a moment?
I do. What do you need to speak with me about?
I was thinking about the time we talked about our crests bringing bad weather.
Yes. We never did get to test that theory, since I haven't found any sun-bringing folks.
Joking aside, each crest is unique in how it impacts the bearer's life. I've seen more than my share of crest bearers, after all. Some of them bore crests of Karen like us. Some even bore crests of Gloucester.
Certainly, but I don't see your point.
I'm not a crest scholar. I don't know all the details. I have a knack for guessing a person's crest just by looking at them. Forgive me, but do you have 2 crests?
Well?
You don't have to tell me. I mean, it shouldn't even be
Yes.
possible to bear 2 crests. So if you do have 2, you must be sitting on some major secrets.
It's nice to know that someone understands.
Of course. Everyone has things they would rather not talk about. For all you know, Catherine's not my real name. Maybe I'm an outlaw on the run from my homeland.
I highly doubt that.
That can't be true, can it? Stop messing with me.
I was kidding. Though, who knows? Maybe there is some truth in it. My point is, no matter what secrets we're keeping, I'm still me, and you're still you. I do worry a little about you. You never seem to let your guard down around other people. That can't be easy. You know, it's important for you to relax once in a while.
I don't even know the meaning of the word.
That's easy. Just gab with your friends about something pointless, and the stress will fade away. I'm always happy to chat, if you're interested.
Well, thank you. Why are you being so kind to me anyway?
I just feel a certain kinship with you. We both have crests of Karen, and we both have secrets we can't share with anyone.
I see. I will say I'm happy to have someone around who actually seems to understand me.
Good. You can feel comfortable with me. Since we have the same crest, we're basically sisters.
Aw, I really like that. Someone as wonderful as you is my big sister?
Well, don't you
Cute.
just say the cutest things. That's my little sister for you.
That's far too wholesome, dude. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not here for the... Alright.
Hey, Lysithia. I'm glad I found you.
What's up, Cyril?
Could you read something for me again?
Looks like it's another shopping list. I'm happy to help you out. Did you try looking it over yourself yet?
What's the use? I told you I can't read.
have a look here. Any of these letters look familiar?
Huh? This one? Was that apples? So it says 3 apples?
Yes, you got it! See? You can do it!
I wonder if there's anything else I can recognize. Let's see.
It's clear you've got a sharp memory. If you apply yourself, you'll be reading in no time. Reading is such an important skill. Once you learn, you won't forget. And I won't be around to read things for you forever.
Lysithea?
Anyway, don't you enjoy learning? It seems like you haven't even thought of trying prior to this. Do you simply not have time for it?
Until now, I never thought about how to learn. And since I was hiding it, I never asked anybody. But right now, I feel like I'd be happy to live like this for a little bit longer.
It seems like a hassle at this point not to learn, so you may as well start putting in the work.
Well, I like having you read things to me.
You do?
Yeah, you always seem happy when I ask you to read things. And when you're happy, you smile. I think you're pretty when you smile. I bet you everyone tells you that though, huh?
As a matter of fact, they haven't. Stop messing with me.
Hang on a second. Am I the only one who's seen you make that face? Is that why nobody's told you?
Excuse you? I mean, honestly.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go take care of this errand for the professor. I'll see you later, Lysithea.
Don't expect me to read for you again. And, just take care of yourself, will you?
Alright, listen, Lysithea, you're giving me way too many fucking wholesome Stop it! Stop it! You're killing me right now, dude. Marianne and Linhardt.
These ones look good. I probably shouldn't pick them, though.
Ah, Marianne. Harvesting the crops?
Oh, yes, Linhardt. I found which vegetables are ripe and ready, but would you mind picking them for me?
See, you've mistaken me for someone who sticks his hands in the dirt.
Wow, what a fucking retort, dude. See. Oh, shit, that's good.
I'm just afraid that if I touch them, well...
Oh, I see. You're afraid everyone who eats them will suffer bad luck.
Yes, it's true. I wouldn't want anyone else to suffer because of me.
Marianne, that's simply not the way the world works. You see... Oh, forget it. Tell me which ones to pick.
Thank you so much, Linhardt.
Happy to help, but I'm beat. You'll have to carry them yourself, so take them straight in, okay?
You know, Linhardt's retort there earlier was on the level of, I see you've mistaken me for someone who gives a shit.
Okay.
Oh, actually, before I go, do you mind if I ask you a question? I've been thinking, isn't it more the case your crest brings happiness rather than bad luck?
Happiness? I don't understand.
Yes, happiness. Because your crest is so rare. It excites my mind and, well, if not for your crest, we might never have met. And I feel that would be a tremendous loss. Backbreaking as it was, I enjoyed today. I'm quite happy right now, and it's due entirely to your crest.
I suppose so when you put it that way, but
It's a huge breakthrough to know that your crest causes happiness instead of bad luck. I'd love to study it thoroughly, but only if you'd agree. Really, I just want to find a way for your crest to bring you happiness too.
I'm sorry,
The
but
fuck
I
is this
can't.
wholesomeness,
I have
this
to
fucking
decline.
stream, dude?
I understand. May I ask one more thing, though? Could you please hand me one of those vegetables?
The stream has been far too wholesome, right? Like, it's been real wholesome the past few supports.
I don't think that's a good idea, but if you insist.
Thank you, Marianne. I think this looks like a very lucky vegetable.
All right, Hilda, help us not be too wholesome right now. We gotta bring the wholesome down by at least one level. All right.
Oh dear, I'm thirsty again. If only I had a drink.
I have some tea. You are welcome to drink some.
Oh dear, I forgot to get my...
I found it. Here it is.
Oh dear, I didn't return my library
Crust!
book.
I returned your book a little while ago.
Oh, thank you. Ferdinand, how did you get so good at doing things for me? It's like you know what I need before I do.
I have lots of practice fielding your requests. All I need to do is think for a bit, and I know what you need. I can practically read your mind.
Oh, you know what it's like in here, huh? Okay, tell me what I'm thinking about right now.
You want a snack?
Sorry, nice try. Actually, I was thinking... I've become quite fond of you.
Oh,
I
spicy!
suppose that is inevitable. I am rather fond of you as well. I find your laziness endearing.
Hey, the fond thing was just a joke. Really. I was thinking about tea. Kinda thirsty.
I admire you, Hilda.
You what?
I said I admire you. You are gifted and accomplished. I used to underestimate you.
I said I was kidding, didn't I? This is all a bit...
You feigned sloth to obscure the considerable breadth and depth of your talents. Such delicate discretion, such noble prudence.
I
if
mean,
only I could emulate it.
I mean, Ferdinand, she is. I'm not gonna lie right now, Ferdinand. She is a better unit than you are right now. I'm just saying. As far as stats go.
I've never been called prudent before, but I like hearing you say it. Thank you. You're good at giving compliments. In return for all your help, I promise that I'll keep being prudent.
I appreciate that. Shall we go?
Huh? Go where?
On a date.
I thought you wanted some tea. The dining hall is the place for that.
Oh, Ferdinand, you're too kind.
All right, Hilda and Sylvain. Oh boy. Well, this is gonna be spicy. I think this has gotta be spicy, right? It's Sylvain. It's gotta be.
Hilda, lovely as ever. I swear, when you're around, the sun shines brighter and everything sparkles.
Sylvain, you're looking superb as always.
Thank you. Are you going out today? If you do, then be careful. I'd hate to think you might hurt your foot again.
My foot? Oh, yes! You mean that time you helped me with the books? No need to worry, the foot's fine now. Even better than it was before.
I noticed, since I'm always looking at cute girls, and you are one of the cuter ones, your foot was better during the battle. You were running all over, just a regular warrior princess. And less than a day after such a terrible injury.
My friends were depending on me, so I just had to fight through the pain.
Hilda, please don't lie to me. I knew your foot wasn't really hurt, but I returned your books anyway. Take it from a guy who does his fair share of pretending to be someone he's not. And I say this as a friend, you are a terrible liar.
Damn.
And those books you left in your room for so long, teachers and classmates needed those. So stop lying.
Hi, Leaf.
And maybe stop being quite as selfish too.
You saw right through me. Honestly, I'd completely forgotten that I still had those books. I really was going to return them. Did the librarian say anything to you?
Oh yeah. I got an earful of yelling and accusations meant for you.
Huh? Didn't you just say it was my fault?
Nah, I figured the librarian would feel better if they just let loose. No reason to make them wait for you.
I'm so sorry. You got a tongue lashing that should have been directed at me.
Tell you what, all will be forgiven if you promise 3 things. Stop lying, take responsibility, and fall madly in love with me.
Wow, real spicy, dude.
Sylvain, I do love you, you know? I just wouldn't want you for a husband.
What? Why not?
Wrecked, dude.
Well, not to offend you, but I can't help but feel that your niceness is somehow shallow.
'Cause it is.
My brother would probably cut you into pieces the moment he saw your face.
Your brother sounds, terrifying, actually.
We're losing the thread a bit here. Evidently, you can see through my act, so I'll just be straightforward about taking advantage of you.
Lol, wrecked.
Well, I'll take what I can get. Just don't go causing trouble for guys who aren't me.
It's a deal. Goodbye for now, Sylvain.
Alright, and then Hilda and... who else was left? Oh, Cyril. Okay.
Hi, Cyril. Starting to clean, huh?
Hilda?
Personally, I'm all worn out from carrying water and fodder for the horses. I'm going to rest here.
They don't have any support, no.
Whoa. Tired? Water? Horses? Are you saying you did work all by yourself?
What else was I supposed to do? You weren't here to help.
Okay, I get it. You did the work because you couldn't find nobody else to do it for you.
I was waiting for you. Because look.
Nani?
A letter?
I told you I'm always getting letters from my brother. I wrote about you in a couple of mine.
You're talking about me behind my back? Honestly, you're so...
We didn't say anything bad. In fact, well, listen up. Here's what my brother wrote. Be he Almiran or no, any young man with compassion and good conduct is worthy of respect. Character is what really matters, not the place of one's birth.
Hold on. The fucking audio's getting crusty again. Let me try and fix it. It's getting real crusty. Please. Okay.
Huh, that's pretty nice. Especially since it was from a noble who battles Almirans.
Right? He's a funny one, but for the first time, I really respect him. So thoughtful and tolerant.
That letter makes me happy. A lot of people look down on me just because I'm Almiran. So, you know, it's nice to hear somebody accept me as just another person.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I've accepted you from the start. I mean, you're so helpful. You do everything I ask.
That's not acceptance. That's relying on somebody else to do your work.
Damn wrecked.
What you ought to do is be a grown-up who your brother doesn't need to worry about so much.
Wow.
I'm plenty grown up.
Roasted.
I just brought food and water for the horses, all on my own.
Being proud of doing what you're supposed to be doing just means you're lazy the rest of the time.
Fair.
Though, I gotta admit, being relied on is kinda nice.
In that case, from now on, I'll rely on you even more. Let's see. First, I need you to...
Well, time to get back to work.
Crust! Why are you crusting out on me, Capsicum?
Hey, hold up!
Alright. Leone and... who? Eloise. Ranks... C. Oh, for me, it's crusting the fuck out real
I
bad.
was hoping you could tell me some more stories about Captain Gerald.
You'd like to hear about Gerald's adventures? You seem quite taken with these stories, Leone.
Can't hurt, can it? All our work for the day is done. So remind me, how did you meet him?
Ah, it all feels like ancient history now. You see, the captain was visiting the kingdom of Fargus.
Uh-huh. Go on.
His previous squire had died from a ghastly plague.
Rip, dude.
Then one day, he came upon me and appointed me his new squire.
That's
At
NSFW,
that
dude.
age, you must have had some real talent and courage to stand out as a future knight.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. I was just an orphan boy living in the monastery. I was a timid little thing.
Really? He didn't choose you for your bravery? What made him choose you then?
My face looked like the dead boys.
Oof. Oof.
What?
Oof.
That's it?
Damn!
Well, I asked the captain, and that was the only answer he gave me.
Ha! Abrasive to the last. That's Captain Gerald for you.
Yes. In those early days, I would sometimes wonder whether he was right in the head. When I saw him on the battlefield, though, those concerns were laid to rest. Anyway, I think I hear your professor has been looking for you. You'd better scram.
Oh no, you're right. I'd better go. See you around.
Ferdinand and Bernie, okay.
Bernadetta, if you have a moment, I would like to discuss what happened before.
My nemesis! The hour of fate arrives. Help!
I am not here to hurt you. You need not even open the door. Just listen to me.
I don't have to open the door? Is this a truce? Okay, I like truces.
Thank you. I would like to apologize for sticking my nose into your business the way I did. I thought you might be unhappy all cooped up in there, and that maybe I could help. But I've had time to reflect on what you said, and I realize I was mistaken.
Oh, thanks for caring, but I'm fine actually.
I see that. I suppose that is what I'm trying to say. I should not have pushed you to do something that you did not wish to do. And for me to frighten you like that? That was unbecoming conduct for a noble.
Maybe a little bit.
Frankly, I am embarrassed by my behavior. I disgraced myself. As for my injury, you need not feel guilty or afraid. The sprain was a result of my own thoughtlessness, not anything you did. I have always strived to be a good person. But I suppose all that striving was for nothing. I have failed in my duty as a noble.
Ferdinand?
Yes, Bernadetta?
I don't really know much about this sort of thing. But you shouldn't say things like that about yourself. It wasn't all your fault, you know. I'm to blame too. I hurt you. And I'm sorry.
Really, it is fine. It healed quickly.
And it wasn't for nothing either.
I am not so sure.
I do like my time alone. Actually, it's more of a need. But you're right. I also need to venture out every once in a while. Maybe if I work as hard as you do, I can try it a little more.
Yes, keep working at it. You are already much more outgoing than you used to be.
When I mess up, or even when it's just a bad day, it's hard for me to step outside. I'm too scared. But the next day, I try again. Because I know that one mistake doesn't ruin everything. So you're still... I mean, just because you... That doesn't mean... I don't know how to put it. But that's how it is. So, the end.
What a graceful end to the conversation.
Hey! Come on, that was serious! At least I got you to laugh.
Alright, and Ferdinand and Mercedes. Okay, cool.
You know, stepping in to prevent extortion, that was quite brave of you.
What? Oh, you're talking about that time in town. I wouldn't say I did anything brave, really. I just asked what was going on.
Mercedes had the exact same reaction I did. What the fuck are you talking about? What? Hold on. What?
No need to be humble. Helping the weak is precisely what a virtuous noble does.
I don't think what I did is quite the same thing.
What do you mean by that?
The point I was trying to make is that some things in this world can't be bought or sold with money. I think I let myself get a little too worked up, though. It's just, when I saw it happening, it reminded me of my own past.
Your past? You were originally a daughter of House Bartels, a minor noble family, I heard. You abandoned your title, and now you live as a commoner. Is there more to the story? Pray tell.
Life was becoming difficult for us, so my mother and I fled from House Bartels. We found refuge in a small church in Fargus and lived there for a few years. A man appeared one day and said that he wanted to adopt me. It was obvious that he only cared about my bloodline and crest. The priest refused to let me go, but the man used his money to overwhelm the church. In the end, I had no choice but to leave with him. That soldier we saw? I guess he just reminded me of my adoptive father.
The man who exploited you so that he could join the nobility. Yes, I understand. But I must confess, that part of the story confuses me. There is nothing to gain from having a noble title.
Yeah, sure. Sure thing, Ferdinand von Heyer.
What's so funny?
I never thought I'd hear you question the value of nobility, Ferdinand.
Oh, well, that is not quite what I meant. Using someone else to obtain high status, with no effort and no accomplishment? Certainly you can obtain a title like that, but it hardly makes you a noble.
I completely agree.
By the same token, although you are legally a commoner, in your heart, you are a proud and virtuous noble. That is what I think, at any rate.
Linhardt and Petra. Okay.
Linhardt, I have been waiting for much time. Please, watch me.
Watch what, Petra? Whoa! Take careful with that spear!
How did you find that?
Destroyed by spear.
I did more training.
Ah, you took my advice then. I will say, the problematic maneuver seems improved at least.
At least? It is still no good?
The spear isn't really my area of expertise, but I've seen enough training to understand the mechanics. I believe I can use that understanding to further help you improve your spear work.
My spear work?
Right. As I said, when you lift up and stab down, the momentum is ruined. You're trying to swing like a giant. You're not a giant, so that's a problem. So allow the spear's own momentum to do more of the hard work for you.
Spear momentum.
The spear is heavy. When you lift it up high, loosen your grip a little.
At the top of my swing, loosen my grip. And then the weight will carry it down?
Precisely. When you put too much power into it, not only do you exhaust your grip, you tire yourself out. Got it? All that effort is taking its toll on me.
Linhardt, you didn't do anything!
You are very clever. I wonder why you have hatred for training.
Because training is too much like fighting, and I'd really rather not fight. Also, I find training terribly dull. Anyway, good night.
I thought this man was
He
about
does
to...
not use his cleverness. It is a very big waste.
I thought this man was about to fucking fall asleep, like, standing up right here.
I want you to use your power, Linhardt.
Caspar and Bernie and Chimere. So many.
Hi.
This is literally just going to be a fucking support stream. There's so many. Oh my god, I didn't realize I unlocked so many of them. Jeez.
Well, well, if it isn't Bernadetta, what brings you here?
Am I bothering you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'll come back another time.
Well, don't leave yet, you just got here. Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Yes. Do you remember that time in town?
In town? Oh, you mean when all those thieves showed up? Whew, that was rough. I heard a bunch of people got robbed.
No, not that. I mean the time I was carried off.
Some thieves tried to carry you off? Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Just tell me which way they went. I'm gonna...
That's not what I mean. Oh, just forget it.
Wait, don't go. What are you trying to ask me?
Will you really listen this time?
Of course. Sorry. You have my full attention.
Do you remember when you carried me to that spot with the really pretty view? Where is that place? I've been looking all over.
The place I took you with the view. Oh, right! Okay, first you go out of the monastery, and... Actually, it's kind of tricky to explain. Come on, I'll just take you there again, but pay attention this time.
Wait! What are you... No! Not again!
Rip.
Stop! Put me down!
Rip Bernie. Okay. And Shamir.
Caspar, how have you been?
Oh, Shamir. I've been... normal. Yep, totally normal.
Yeah, totally normal. This is my my normal speaking voice. Totally normal. Yes.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Everything's normal.
Yeah, sure.
Then you should try to act like it. If something is bothering you, say it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm disappointed, Caspar. I thought you were the type to always speak your mind.
This man is worse at hiding things than I am. What the fuck?
Alright, fine. You got me. Truth is that I heard something about you. I heard you fought in the battle between the Empire and Dagda.
Yes. And?
And I heard that you maybe lost someone important in that battle.
Perhaps. What's your point?
No point. Not trying to make a point. I just didn't know you were involved in all that. I was hoping we could be friends, but you fought against the Empire. You obviously have every reason to hate them, so I'm sure you don't want me around.
What does my past have to do with you?
My father was responsible for a lot of what happened to the Dagdans.
Are you responsible for your father's actions?
Well, no, but kinda. I know I wasn't there, but I gotta...
Bring them back.
Huh?
If you're responsible, then bring back the lives that were lost. If you can't, then spare me your pity.
But...
Yesterday's enemy is today's ally. You have to abandon old feuds. Only then can you face me as a friend.
And Bernie and Petra and so many supports.
Hunting? Really? There's no way I can do this. Goddess, why couldn't I have stayed in today?
Bernadetta, is this a trouble you are having? I heard that the duty to hunt is yours today.
The duties all got assigned while I was holed up in my room.
Do not be worrying. I can show you the way to hunt well.
Oh, okay then.
When you see a beast, you are thinking of it as an enemy. That is how prey thinks. You must think of the beasts as food. That is how the hunter thinks.
So it's not an enemy, it's food. But, how is it food when it's still alive?
You pick the vegetables from the field. Those have life too. It is the same. You take a blade in your hand and take the lives of the vegetables. You cut their stalks and harvest without mercy.
It's not an enemy, it's lewd.
They do not scream, but you are still their killer.
Killer?
Fruit ripens and falls to the ground. The seeds sprout, and a new life is born. That is life's cycle. It has cruelty, yes, but you must end life to eat. You must be killing to be living.
Maybe, but I don't know if I want to be some kind of vegetable murderer.
It is the same for rabbits, deer,
vegetable
pheasants.
murderer.
The only difference being that they cannot cry out. You must do what you must do to be living in this world. It is your task.
A task? Yes, just a task. A completely mindless task.
Feel it. There, in the grass. Prey is moving. just like a vegetable in the wind. Give it an arrow, just like you would give a vegetable a blade. It is just your task.
Right. That makes sense. It's just like cutting a stem.
You are now a hunter. You have learned how to hunt.
I am? I have? Oh, good! What a relief.
You have understanding now, I can tell.
Great! Leave it to me. I'll hunt down my prey just like they're vegetables.
I have belief in you.
Aw, thanks, Petra. I can do this. Make way for Huntmaster Bernie!
Have luck, Bernie.
Yeah.
Ow! What? No! Stay back! I'm sorry, Mr. Rabbit, I didn't mean it! Why are you the one chasing me? Ow!
Why? What? A rabbit? Bernie, please! Fucking hell. Alright.
Ah, there you are. I just checked your room, but obviously you weren't in there.
Oh, you didn't break the door down again looking for me, did you?
Of course not. I'm not unreasonable. I just wanted to discuss something with you.
Discuss? Is that really all? Okay, I can handle that.
Firstly, I'd like to apologize for breaking down your door. I'm sorry. It was perhaps a bit rash. There was a period of time, quite a while ago, when I acted much the same as you. I spent many hours locked away in my own room.
You did? Really?
Really? Because I understood where you were coming from, I knew I had to intervene. At a moment's notice, all you care for could be swept away. At that time, is it better to have wasted your energy hiding away? Or better to have spent it honing your skills so that you can lend a hand?
But even if I did train, what's the point? It's not like it would do much good.
Don't speak so disparagingly of yourself. It doesn't help things. You have plenty of strengths.
No, you think so?
Just look how quickly you sprint back to your room, for example. With more practice, I have a feeling you could outrun most anyone. You're also exceedingly talented in the arts. Surely there's a creative way to apply those talents on the battlefield. Stop wasting your breath and energy on putting yourself down. Just try your best.
Hey, Leaf, is Bernadetta just a cute Usopp?
I'm not giving up on you. You have so much power in you, just waiting to be unleashed.
You really believe all that? That's so nice. All right. For you, Ingrid, I'll do it.
Excellent. Let's be on our way.
Hey, wait! Ah, what are you doing? I didn't agree to this! Put me down! Do you have to be so bouncy?
That got us here much quicker, don't you think? Let's begin. Let's warm up by sparring.
Oh, stop! Please! I surrender!
Giving in so soon? There's no such thing as surrender on the battlefield.
There's no such thing as help on the battlefield. Wait, yes there is. Okay. Oh my god. Petra and Ash. Okay, ow.
Ash, I need to give you more gratitude for the commoner techniques you showed me.
Commoner techniques? Oh, you mean when I haggled for you?
Yes, it has made for many savings. I was telling the
Butler
professor,
Ash.
we both are so happy.
Really, it wasn't a big deal, but I'm glad the professor was pleased.
I wasn't. Don't lie to him.
What is it? Do I have something on my face?
For a lot of time, I was living in the Imperial capital. Then I came here, to the monastery. Both places contain many nobles, and many chances to be learning noble customs.
That's true. When you're surrounded by new people, you naturally pick up all kinds of stuff. Though with nobles, there's a lot to learn. All the etiquette is overwhelming. Not to mention the dancing. I just keep stepping on my partner's feet.
In Fodlan, the nobles are training for dancing since their youth. They have much skill.
When I was a kid, I spent most of my time helping out at my parents' restaurant and playing with my brother and sister. Back then, I never dreamed I'd ever be studying at a proper academy with all these nobles.
I have learned many customs of the nobles, but few of the commoners. I am hoping you will teach me. Techniques, secret skills, anything. All of the things.
All of the things.
Secret skills? I don't think I know anything that fancy.
That is not the truth. The technique for money saving could be helpful even for nobles. It has use for all the world.
I don't know about that. Really, I don't have any special secrets.
Commoner wisdom is only to be shared with commoners, then? I have understanding. Forbidden knowledge. Ash, how about we make a bargain? We can be trading information. In Brigid, powerful curse techniques are passed down. And we can speak with the spirits. I can be teaching you these things.
What? Curses? No. I don't need any dangerous information like that. But if you really insist, I guess I could teach you a few things about what life is like on the streets. Would that be enough?
You will be showing me the secret techniques? I cannot be waiting!
That's not what I meant.
Amazing. Alright. Felix and Ash as well. Okay, good. Getting some Ash supports. He needs them really badly.
Lonato?
Lonato? Who? Monado powered? What?
Oh, hey Felix.
I suppose your thoughts are still with Lord Lonato.
I'm fine. I'm just frustrated by how little I was able to do. I know he was trying to protect me, but Lonato never really told me anything. In the end, I don't think I understood his feelings at all. You said it yourself. Be more moderate in your passions. To me, he always seemed like a knight out of a story. And I was so caught up in my ideals, I turned a blind eye to his sadness, his hatred.
Oh, whoops.
Even when they were right in front of me. I guess I'm pretty far from real knighthood, huh?
Perhaps. Yet knowing someone well does not mean you know how they feel, whether family or friend. To know someone's sorrow and turn blindly from it, that is the act of a fool. But pursuing your ideals is not foolish.
But before, you said...
I said to be moderate in your passions, not to abandon your ideals. It's okay to be who you are.
Thank you. Hearing you say that means a lot.
I almost forgot. You lent me this.
Oh, the book I lent you. I'm guessing you hated it?
Actually, I already knew the story. My brother used to read it to me all the time.
Must have dug up some old feelings, then.
I suppose.
The book
That's
I lent you
just
5
what I'd
years
expect
ago.
the knight in the story to say. It's not just the way you talk either. It's who you are as a person, deep down.
Well, I think you're like the squire in the book. He's only half a knight, but he's bold and gregarious. And he always does his best. Don't stop being that half-knight, okay?
You got it. I'll become the kind of knight only I can be.
Apparently not a very good one, considering your stats are probably the worst out of all the characters I have. But yes. Alright, who else does Ash have? Oh, rip that. Oh, we got a lot here, okay.
Do you know this legend, Ingrid? It's about the Battle of Fodlan's Throat.
Oh yes! I know it like the hilt of my sword.
With so many valiant knights appearing in this story, I couldn't help but wonder which was your favorite. I really like this one, the one in the middle, the knight who stands in defense of the Duke.
Such a wonderful knight. One of my favorites as well.
That makes sense. He's so noble and virtuous. In fact, he kind of reminds me of you.
Thank you. You remind me of him as well. You are honest, as is he.
No, I'm nowhere near as great. Maybe someday. Maybe if we work hard together, we can both become knights as glorious as the one in this story.
Together, yes. Now wouldn't that be something? If only we could.
Huh?
Ash, the legends are exactly that. Legends. They're not indicative of real life. The cards we are dealt are what they are. We can work with what we have, but we can't change what's in our hand.
Ah, yes, so we're going from wholesome today to depressing in, like, you know, span of an hour or so.
What's that supposed to mean?
I long to serve His Highness as a knight. The sort of knight that legends are written about. But I was born bearing a crest, and with that comes responsibility. Whether I like it or not, I am the last hope of House Galatea. I am the only one who can carry on the family bloodline and restore our lost fortune. To do that means setting aside my own dreams and ambitions.
Maybe I should have saved her A support with Nedox until the after this.
Though I've turned my back on House Galatea, what is expected of me as a crest bearer has not changed.
You still have the right to pursue your dreams.
Ash, I must ask something of you.
Yes, of course. Anything.
My dream is aligned with your own. Please, for both of us, promise to see yours through.
That doesn't seem fair.
I'll never be able to see my dream through. Doing so would mean terrible misfortune for others. So, I am bound by honor not to follow through on my own dream. But I can help you achieve yours.
Come on, this isn't like you at all. Please, don't smile when your eyes are so sad.
Okay. Ash and Catherine.
What's wrong, Ash? Why are you standing there?
I've been thinking.
You see, I have to stand still, perfectly still to think. And that's why I'm standing here. It's tragic, really.
No matter what I do, Lenato and my brother are never coming back.
Do you hate me?
I don't know. Maybe I do. I know you're an ally I can trust, a knight I can respect. But maybe I do.
Why don't you take a swing at me? I bet that'll make you feel better.
What?
Don't just stand there with that timid look on your face. Come at me!
Catherine, please.
I don't think that's going
Come
to
at
help.
me, bro.
This isn't about avenging the dead. It's about taking revenge for yourself. It's how survivors move on. What will you do, Ash? You're welcome to stare at your feet for the rest of your life. Ah, that look in your eye. I like it.
Angry.
Come on, put your back into it.
Damn!
Catherine?
Yes, Ash?
I don't know what's right anymore. I don't.
Don't be a fool. You decide for yourself what's right and what's wrong. I believe Lady Rhea is right, so I won't allow anyone to bring her harm.
What about a friend? How could you kill a friend to protect her, with no hesitation?
I couldn't. I'll never forget that day. When they took him, all I could do was stand there. I had to persuade myself, saying over and over under my breath, this is the right thing to do. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have been able to stand there. I would have cried out. I'm still persuading myself even now. I probably will be for the rest of my life.
Okay, cool. Thanks, controller. That's cool.
If I let myself regret what happened, he will have died for no reason.
Catherine.
Uncertainty is weakness. Someday, Ash, you'll have to make up your mind. You know who I am. What will you do about it?
It's a good one. Not wholesome at all, mind you, but still good.
Hey, Ash.
Two
Hey there,
butlers.
Cyril. Is something on your mind?
Two butlers speak to each other.
Well, I wanted to thank you for helping me.
Huh? When do you mean?
You know, when you helped me with cleaning up the library?
Oh, right. That was quite a while ago. I'd completely forgotten about it. No need to thank me, though. It was nothing. Do you need help with anything today? I've got some spare time. I really don't mind.
Well, I'd rather take care of the stuff I've been asked to do on my own.
I could give you a hand, though, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could, but I sure would rather you didn't. Me doing those jobs is why I get to stay here, even though I'm an Almyran.
Oh, so it's a status thing. I can understand that. I can get pretty awkward if I ever have to ask a favor from a noble.
Exactly. That's why I don't want anybody's help.
You don't need to feel that way around me, though. I'm just a commoner. I'm only in here thanks to a bit of luck. So really, I'm just the same as you.
I don't know if that's exactly true, but maybe.
Either way, birth and social status don't really matter for us, do they? After all, we're friends, right?
Friends?
Yeah, and when a friend needs you, you've got to help, don't you?
I don't know. I guess I've never been anybody's friend before.
It's easy. If I'm in trouble, you help me out. And if you need something, I help you too.
Huh. Okay. But I've packed up for the day already, so maybe you could help me out next time?
Sure. Whenever you need a hand, just let me know.
Ash is my friend. And friends help each other out. Yeah, that sounds nice.
Friend. Butler friends. Flane. As requested. Oh. Flane's support is with Sylvain! Oh no! Oh no!
Sylvain.
Hi. Why do you look so down? But hey, if you're talking to me of your own accord...
No.
Can I assume you've figured out I'm not a monster?
Well, you are.
I wanted to apologize about my treatment of you
Kind
earlier,
of.
Sylvain. I am not normally one to put stock in such rumors.
Nothing to be upset about. I mean, I've kind of earned that reputation.
Then you're...
I've just...
Okay.
I've got this sickness. When I see a pretty girl, I can't stop myself from flirting with her.
Uh-huh.
Like you, for instance.
Sylvain, stop.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear of your illness. Perhaps my
Flame,
magic
no.
will help heal you.
Flame, no!
Huh? No, I didn't mean it like that.
No? Are you not ill then?
You know what? Let's just... let's move on.
Wrecked.
Can I take this to mean everything is good between us?
Of course. Sylvain, I look forward to getting to know you without the falsity of rumors.
Great. Would you like to celebrate our new friendship by joining me for a meal?
You would treat me to a feast? That is very kind of you.
A chance to spend time with a sweet girl like yourself? It's a pleasure. Your voice like birdsong, your eyes clear as diamonds. But above all, I'm drawn to your kind and loving heart. I am a captive to your charms.
Sylvain,
Flame.
please.
I hear that very frequently. Thank you.
Lol.
Yeah, I guess a girl as cute as you would get a lot of compliments.
Destroyed,
Anyway,
dude.
what type of meal were you considering, Sylvain? I would love some seafood, followed by a delicious cake. Oh, I am absolutely famished, as I often am. Shall we be on our way?
She's a tough one.
Flame is immune to
Sheltered
flirting.
girls like her usually fall for that kind of stuff.
Completely immune.
She's much too savvy. Even for a smooth talker like myself.
Mercedes and Eloise.
The time has come. I I have been waiting to curse your soul with this tale of ghostly terror.
Damn, we should have waited for Spooktober to do this one, or we should have done this in Spooktober. I should say.
You have? Well, excellent. I won't run or hide.
Then we shall proceed. Our story begins when a friend of mine visited a graveyard in eastern Fargus.
Wait.
Whatever is the matter, Eloise? I've barely just begun.
You got to the graveyard part so quickly. No warning at all. I wasn't ready. Ugh, listen to me. What kind of knight am I? Continue, Mercedes. I won't make another peep.
Very well then. Now where was I? Ah, yes. My friend went to visit his grandfather's grave, staying the night at a neighboring church. As darkness crept, he awoke to a strange sound. He peered out into the black of night to see a misshapen figure desecrating the grave.
Oh shit.
He barricaded himself in his room, waiting for the first glimmer of sunlight before fleeing the church. My friend soon learned that the graveyard was built on the ruins of an ancient battlefield. Legend says that the souls of knights who fell during the battle roam freely after dark. He was sure that the misshapen figure he saw was the ghost of a warrior searching for its earthly remains. After his stay at the church, my friend complained of restless nights and an unbearable weight on his chest. His closest friends and family feared a change in his eyes, as though it wasn't him occupying his body.
Oh shit.
No one knows for certain what happened that night.
Real spooky.
After years of isolation, his body was found in the very graveyard where it all began.
Nani?
Eloise? Did you hear me? I said, in the very graveyard where it all began.
Ah! What happened? Is it over? Oh, I blacked out after the part with the misshapen figure. Oh, I'm so pathetic. I'm a knight. I have to be ready to fight anywhere, even in a spooky graveyard.
I don't think many battles take place in graveyards in the middle of the night.
You don't know that.
But I suppose it's important to be prepared, isn't it?
Precisely. Please, Mercedes, help me prepare.
Of course. I'm happy to share another spooky story next time.
We're not many left. Sedith and Manuela and Catherine.
It seems I'm not the only one here. Manuela?
Oh, Sedith. Hello.
This is quite the surprise. I would not expect to find you here outside of ordinary prayer time.
Praying? No, I was just resting. Whenever I'm in the infirmary, I simply cannot get out of doing work. I need a place to sit and close my eyes.
There is no need to hide it. It is obvious you were praying quite solemnly just now.
No, I was just enjoying some old memories. That's all. In fact, I was just thinking about when my parents first brought me here as a child. I wandered off from my parents because I heard a beautiful voice. It was a woman, singing, somewhere just out of sight. I began to sing along, hoping she would hear me and that we might meet. I never found her, whoever she was. Yet it was she who taught me I could sing.
Interesting. I'd never heard that. But I suppose if you were only a child, this would be before I arrived at Garreg Mach. In any case, if that singing voice helped you find your way, then that is a wonderful thing.
I've never told anyone else, but I believe it was the goddess I heard. And that day, She gifted me my singing voice. And I thank the goddess for leading me back here after I left the opera company.
You know, when you speak of the goddess in this way, it is as though you are an entirely different person. If you were to behave that way more in your daily life, I would have a much higher opinion of you.
Oh, that's very sweet, coming from you, Sedith. Should I take that to mean that you like your ladies pious and respectable?
One little compliment and you completely lose control of yourself. What am I to do with you?
Oh, it's a joke. Look, I'm just no good at serious conversations. Although, I would be lying if I said I wasn't interested in knowing what kind of woman does get your attention.
As thanks for the touching tale you have shared, I will satisfy your curiosity just this once. My preferred woman is kind, quiet, and proper. But above all else, she is straightforward and honest.
Quiet. Proper. There's no need to be cruel, Sedith.
Damn, dude. Damn. And Sedith and Catherine.
Hey, Sedith. I've been meaning to ask you, what is your relationship with Lady Rhea?
I mean, considering she's been gone for like a few years...
That is certainly an abrupt question.
You're much closer to her than anyone else in the entire church. Certainly you're a good, upstanding person, but I can't help but feel there's something more to it.
Correction, he was much closer, but now...
Supporting the Archbishop is my sole professional interest. Personally, I consider her to be something akin to a companion.
A companion?
Yes, as in a traveling companion. Friends who walk the same path toward the same destination.
Companion, huh? A companion. I guess that does sound about right, now that you say it. Though, I'll confess to being quite jealous. Not many people can call themselves companions of Lady Rhea.
I do not know how she feels about it.
Oh, come on. You must trust that she feels the same about you.
There is no need for that sort of trust. My duties are the same regardless of her perspective. I consider you to be a companion also.
A companion in fighting for the Archbishop?
Certainly. Our goals are firmly aligned when it comes to that, are they not?
You're right, they are. I suppose you and I could be considered companions in that sense.
I am pleased to hear my sentiment reciprocated. I rely on you a great deal, after all. More than most.
Whoa there, what's all this now? Flattery won't win you any prizes with me, Sedith.
I do not flatter. I merely want you to understand why it matters to me that you be more cautious in battle. As your companion, it is my wish for you to be safe.
Oh, good, we're back in familiar territory, with you admonishing me. Don't worry, I'll be careful. I'll always try to live up to your expectations. So don't expect too much or you'll wear me out.
And one more left! One last support! It's Catherine and Shamir.
Hey.
Hi.
We don't need to have this conversation.
Damn.
You don't know what I was going to say. Something about our vastly different approaches to life. Fine then. We don't need to talk about it.
Yep. I'm just gonna let this awkwardness sit here for a few minutes. It's fine.
Actually... Really, Sorry, you go first. I was gonna say I'd hear you out. Okay, let's talk about it. I will be faithful to Lady Rhea until I die. If I had to choose between you and her, I would choose her every time. I assume that disqualifies me from being your partner. Between you and Rhea, I'd choose you. But between you and me, I'd choose me. That probably disqualifies me from being your partner, too. Well, no. I'm quite fond of being alive. I don't intend to sacrifice my life either. If it came down to you or me, I'd choose... Huh. What's wrong? Nothing. You're not like the rest of the knights. Maybe someday you'll have to take a path that diverges from ours. What if we went to war with your country? It is a possibility. Maybe I shouldn't be thinking like that. The future is one of the great mysteries of life. We can worry about it when the time comes. But until our paths diverge, you're my partner. And I couldn't ask for a better one. You got that right. I'm the best there is.
Okay, we ended off on a mildly wholesome note. That's fine. Okay. Back to the actual gameplay. I need to rest. All of my fucking... Everyone has, like, no motivation at all. So this is gonna be the first time I ever rest in this entire game. Yeah. Yeah, that worked very well. Good. Okay. Not as well as I would have liked still, but that's fine, I guess. Destruct Lorenz. Yeah, do that.
I've come to understand a great deal.
Nice.
This was hardly a challenge for me. This should be suitable. It was only a trifle.
More.
I've come...
Yeah, Marianne. Just some, authority, why not?
That was nice. That was nice. That was nice.
1. I hate that. I hate when it goes to 1. Get Leone some training.
No problem.
Nice, dude.
Let's see it in action. Nothing to get excited about.
Movement +1.
Let's put it to the test.
Nice. Why do I have her reason up? That's weird. Let's give her authority.
No problem.
I feel like Linhardt needs some training, even though it's not that bad. Caspar definitely does. Yeah, let's train Caspar up. He needs authority training a lot. Probably give him some heavy armor training as well, since he's got that already up there. Might as well finish it.
Thanks for your help.
There we go.
Let's put this to the test.
Okay, well, we're not doing that right now.
That went way better than expected. Nailed it! Perfect!
Good job.
I'll get it next time, too.
Hey, you did.
Thanks for your help.
Okay. Who else? Cyril. It is time for you to learn things. Such as spears and how to use them. Good. Okay.
I feel like I've grown a bunch. Yeah, I'm getting it.
I'm really sorry. Sorry. Who else kinda needs training? I still think Lindenheart needs training.
It is a long road to mastery. It is a long road to mastery.
You like how Lindenheart's
Tell
shaking
me,
his...
Am I achieving anything yet?
He keeps shaking his head at me as if he knows better than me. What the fuck? Oh, but when he gets good, he nods. Okay, I see.
Can I use this off the battlefield?
No. No! Don't do that. Fuck's sake. Let's train Bernie up. Why not? I'm gonna train... authority and a little bit of writing. Okay, cool. Very good. All good. Wait, did I have one more still? No, okay. And then we are good.
Professor.
People are calling me a thief, but I would never be doing bad things. This is because I'm moving very quickly without my enemies noticing. This is why I must be learning the bow and sword. No. No. Nani? Oh wait, it's birthday. It's Raphael's birthday. Give him some flowers.
Thanks.
What is this? Saint Maquille Day is today. There will be a hymn in the hymn recital in the cathedral. Will you participate? Yes. Of course I will. What do you mean? Why wouldn't I?
May my song reach the goddess in the sky.
Is this necessary? I'll sing if I must.
Wow. Very strange combination of characters there. Cat, what?
Can't argue with results, can you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I have much expertise now.
Yep. So close to leveling up some of these skills. Nice. Nice.
More cards from my sleeve.
Nice.
I still need to improve.
Good.
Interesting.
Yes.
There is always more to learn.
True. Excellent. We're getting close now. Who's most people are battling today? Or seminar? I'm gonna do the seminar instead of doing anything totally crazy. Let's do... Let's do Lysithea. Yes. Teach us about the things. About how you can be so powerful without even trying.
Growth sustains me.
Yep.
I suppose it's working.
True. Yeah. Okay. It's Mercedes' birthday. Flowers.
Thank you so much.
Here we go, story time before I switch games.
I delivered our letter to Fort Mercius. I don't think they suspected anything.
I knew I was right to entrust that task to you. You've got that honest kind of face that makes it easy to fool people.
Is that meant to be a compliment?
Wrecked, dude.
What did you write in the letter?
I informed them that reinforcements were on the way. It would have been suspicious for troops to show up unannounced.
So, the plan is...
We'll disguise ourselves as reinforcements from the Imperial capital and sneak into Fort Mercius.
Oh, you used my disguise plan after all.
We've also procured Imperial Army uniforms.
Ooh, good work. I knew this was the only way.
However, that alone wouldn't be enough.
You did say the plan needed a little more refinement. Are you going to dress up like Edelgard, Claude?
No, you are.
I'm not sure that would accomplish much. In the letter, I included the name of the Imperial General leading the reinforcements. While we're heading to the fort, a separate army is going to attack us.
We're going to be attacked?
That's all just for show, though. It'll be our allies who are attacking us.
Oh, I get it. We're going to make it look like the Alliance is attacking Imperial reinforcements.
Right. When the troops in the fortress panic and open up the gates, we're in.
I'd love nothing more than for this plan to work, but I've got some bad news for you. Apparently, the notorious Death Knight has been placed in charge of defending Fort Mercius.
And that's where we deploy our secret plan. Lysithea.
The one who kidnapped Flame.
She
The
will
Death
literally
Knight.
one-shot him. It'll be
I
fine.
did not wish to ever think of him again.
He got some acclaim in the battle to subjugate Western Fargus. They say he holds the most military prowess in the Empire.
Even so, we've got Teach here to command us. All will be well. You have to trust us.
So your big plan is to just trust your professor? Really, boy?
Under the professor's guidance, I'm sure we'll manage somehow. We're counting on the tactics you learned from Captain Gerald.
Prepare yourselves, everyone. It's time. Teach, this is for your ears only, but there's actually one more part to my plan. I had hoped it wouldn't come to this, but I have no choice.
No choice?
Absolutely. We can't afford to hold anything back. Thanks to Edelgard's strength, the Imperial Army is more unified than I would have expected. It was a painful realization, but after our battle at Gronder Field, it's clear that we can't win if we don't pull out all the stops. I also realized something else during that battle. There really is something special about you, Teach. The reason we were all able to keep our cool in the midst of the chaos was because we all trust in you, in your command and in your strength. Everyone here believes that we will win as long as we have you on our side. Our faith in you is borderline religious. You and I, we have what it takes to free Fodlan from the Empire's rule. I know in my heart that we'll make it through to witness the world after all the fighting has ceased.
That man approaches.
Okay.
Will Death's scythe claim you? Or will I fall to that sword of yours?
Neither. You're going to get nuked again by Lysithea, and you're going to feel like an absolute fool in the process. It's going to be actually hilarious. It's not even going to be a contest, really. I mean, honestly. Alright. Now we're literally right up against the time now, so... Next stream we'll be doing that, hopefully. On Friday. But for now I need to BRB, and... you know, get ready to do Wild Arms, so... BRB, I guess. Okay. BRB.